Hello. How are you doing? I'm about to go to work, but I have to just do this really quickly. Okay, listen. I don't know what you guys want me to say or what you want me to do. I can't help who I am, how I was born. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just who I am. Okay? I can't be anything other than what I am. And I would hope that it's the same way with you. Alright? Just be who you are. Be however you feel you need to be. Stand on your moral compass, whatever your moral compass is. Whatever way you were learned or whatever way you were brought up to be, you need to stand on that and allow yourself to be that way. Those morals that you were born with, to just embody them. We have Moon in Pisces. Somebody here could definitely be a generator. Somebody here generates energy. We have Venus in Aries with the Great Theater of Life. 2 sacral chakras are coming out here. Okay. Well, you see, that's the thing about Libra energy. Is one of the words to describe a Libran is the word finesse. It's not a forceful energy. It's just knowing what the humans need in life, what they desire, what triggers them, what sparks their curiosity, right? A man, a woman, it doesn't matter. It's very easy. It's easy. Duh. Men don't always think with their heads. Most of the time they think with their dicks, dude. Get your lives together. Dang. Sorry. I'm not saying that I'm like the 10th house came out. Your destiny, where you're going, and your career. The Great Theater of Life. Moon in Pisces. Venus in Aries. 2930. More Venus energy. The attraction of, pleasure from, and good times. Lilith and Sagittarius. More sacral energy. 28. We have 28, 29, 30. Indulging in the impossible pleasure. The moon. The nurturing of feelings caused by and reactions. We also have Aquarius. Genius to experiment with the discoveries of and resulting from the eccentricity of. The 6th house. Service to others, what is good for us and your work. Sun in Leo with triumph. And the 4th house with as you did in the past, your home base or your family, and what makes you feel secure. We also have Sun in Scorpio with protection. I will keep you over here in the pile though. For better and for worse. Lilith and Aries. Lilith is powerful. You know, I have in my chart, I have a Sun, Venus, Juno, Venus. So it's Lilith, then it's like right directly conjunct that is Venus, and then about 6 degrees away is the Sun, and then about 9 degrees away from that in the same sign of Libra would be Juno. And then at 1 degree of Scorpio, I have Mercury. So a lot of times they say that the Empress is the energy of, or the Emperor is all the queens or all the kings combined within. But yeah, so there's that energy. It's naturally in my like I'm a Pisces rising, but I've done a lot of astrological and spiritual work to raise myself up, to claim my own soul so I don't have to have another human being do it for me. The Charlie Kirk thing really was like the thing that was like, okay, it's really time that you need to go and get control of the Libra current. He's technically a Libra. In sidereal astrology, I am actually a Virgo. I'm at the very last degree of Virgo. So, I don't know. Yeah. Well, let's see. So we have a lot of work stuff coming out here. So the career, the reputation, who you are to the public, other people's hearts. Okay. Let's just talk about this from a Piscean standpoint. Okay. Pisces is my ascendant sign, or Aquarius. 2954 of sidereal Aquarius. Jupiter and Pallas Athena in my 12th house, with my South Node in my 12th house. And my new position that I have changed it to is Mars and my North Node in my 12th house, with Lilith closest to the ascendant and Venus shortly after in the first house with the Sun. I put MAGA on my feet because that's what Dante does in the Divine Comedy. He climbs down Satan. He gets out of, or climbs up Satan, up, down, all around directionally. We don't know which direction. But I had to put ice on my foot, right? So my foot is on ice. If you would like ice, you can go suck my toes, I guess. If you want to suck on my toes, I guess that's what you want. You can do that. It's difficult for me because that's like my power point, right? That's the power. That's Maga Nakshatra is going to deal with the Pitris, the throne, the forefathers. It's going to, and with Mars there, it's very militant. It's a very militant energy. It's also squaring Pluto, so that's the energy of, like, I've always felt very connected to the Navy SEALs. The North Node is here. Donald Trump has his ascendant and his Mars sign on my North Node, so I just had to kind of like set it free a little bit. I just had to set him free a little bit. I don't know. I did what I could. That's all I had to do. I did what I could, and it's, I can't continue to try and control it from my perspective, because it's not my situation to control. Because I don't really care at this point. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I don't care about politics. I don't want to know about politics. On that day where he almost got killed, it just happened that I was able to send the angel to help him. But when they killed Charlie Kirk, I didn't even know who that was before. But it just it hurt my soul. My soul felt it. I felt the hole in my soul after that happened, and I still haven't recovered from it entirely. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. But at that point, I just had to kind of let it go and release it and release control over the situation. He's a grown man. He can have it. It's fine. But you're not going to take one of my own from my soul group and kill them. You shot him straight in the soul. You hear the words and the way and the authority he spoke with? He spoke with authority. the golden-throated one. I believe, I don't know. We have reflection. Reflect on experiences to gain insights and personal growth. Self-awareness leads to positive changes. Positive change. Yeah. And it's difficult because Kamala Harris is also a Libra, but Donald Trump is a friend of Libra. Libra is his left-hand man, right? Or no, his right-hand man. That's what Libra is. If we're sitting from the perspective of Leo, what is to the right? I'm directionally dyslexic. Okay. Sorry, I'm putting myself on the other side of it. Okay, we have Aquarius, and I'm sitting in Leo. Yeah, the right hand would be Libra. I just figured that he was the best decision to be the president because of his ability to get along well with other people that are also leaders of countries. Putin especially, because Putin's a Libra. And you gotta be fucking careful with Libras because we're really sweet till we're not sweet no more. We're not necessarily sweet. We're very just. We're very not by the book, but we also have an ability to kind of think for ourselves. We're not sheep necessarily. We're kind of the opposite of sheep, meaning we kind of make the rules in a way. But we also know how to follow the rules. But we also know how to change the rules because we have a good perspective of things. We know how to balance things out. And Virgo before Libra would be the person that's putting what needs to be weighed out on the scale that is Libra. It's just what it is. It's not about what we want or what we think. It's really about what it is. And what area or what part of the two things are we weighing out that needs to be balanced out so that everything can be equal and everything can be fair. Think of it like a teeter-totter with you and your oppositional sign. Think of it like a teeter-totter. We don't want one to be too big and the other one to be, lacking. We want it to be pretty, equal and balanced on all different axes. Intuition. That didn't pop out. I like Sagittarius. I like Sagittarius a lot. Sagittariuses are by no means, I like Sagittarius. I like them. I always have. From Libra's perspective, Sagittarius is their right hand, while Leo would be their left hand. It's called a sextile. And fire and air are important for each other in the same way that water and earth are important for each other. Freedom. Embrace freedom as the ability to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. We have confusion. And purpose. I don't know. If you're confused, then the message isn't for you. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're not at the level to understand it. I can't break it down any simpler for you. If you're not meant to understand what I'm saying, and I don't expect very many people to be at this level, it's taken me a lot of time, a lot of trials, a lot of really, really fucked up things in my life have happened to make and break me to be the person that I am today. And it's not easy to understand this. My best advice would be to start with the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion is a good place to start. I would say the Kabbalion. I'm deformed. It's not like skinny legs are fine. I don't know. I don't know why I just thought of skinny legs. How these people, most people have really small legs. I don't know why. I don't know why. My legs have always been big. It's so weird. And it's not that they're like, there's like some fat on them, but really they're just like really, really strong. And I think that that represents like, it's a representation of my significant other. Honestly, like as a woman, as a, you know, you don't want to be on top of me. You want me to be on top of you because the power is in my legs, right? That's what the Scarlet Woman is about. Aleister Crowley wrote about all this stuff. He wrote about all this stuff. Sorry, I don't want to show them because it's making me feel weird. Like, just keep that to themselves. Not everybody wants to be seen like that. Skinny legs are fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like for me as a woman, and I know that I'm not a bottom bitch, I have to be on top because it's just the way it is, right? It's like if I'm not on top, I have to be on top, right? I have to be the initiator. That's what I'm here to learn, is initiating. If I'm not on top, if I'm not in control of a situation, it's not good for me. I have a lot of trauma in my life where I have to be the one on top. I have to be. I wouldn't want it to be any other way. Because it's like, as somebody that's gone through sexual trauma, I have to be the one that goes on top of the person. I have to be the one to initiate. It's not necessarily super easy for me, but that's what I'm here to learn, is initiation. But like, if I want a person, you'll know, because I can voice my needs and my wants, but 99.9% of the time, I don't want someone. I'm not just gonna bend for any old person, right? I've put a lot of energy and a lot of work into not only myself, but the lower half of me. That's why it's important to like, your physical vessel is a representation of every aspect of your life, and you'll understand that through astrology. For me, I know that as a woman, my personal self, it's not empty. You know, I have Saturn in my first house. I have the moon in my 5th house. And I have Mars in the North Node in my 6th house. The Mars in the North Node in my 6th house is really the place that I have to work on. There's a lot of trauma there. And I think that would talk about like I kind of have like a pooch in my belly. It's not bad, it doesn't look bad. I have a very thin waist though. And a lot of that just deals with trauma and maybe my issues with my day-to-day routine or my day-to-day job, and that would be a representation of who I am. And I understand that I'm kind of boring, but I don't mind giving the best parts of myself away. It's fine. That's what was written. That's how it was supposed to be. That's how it was supposed to be. The Scarlet Woman and the Beast. That's what it is. The Scarlet Woman being Mary Magdalene and the Beast being Jesus. And I know not very many people are going to be able to be that. Strength. I don't expect anybody to be that. In fact, I've been trying to kind of integrate them within just myself and not needing an external person. It doesn't need to be. Why do I need another person? Why do I have to feel like I don't want to be unwhole? I just want to be whole in and of myself. I don't need to drag another human being down with me. The Magician reverse talks about not having everything that you need. But to the Scarlet Woman, all power is given. And that's just it. Is that I can't expect this person, hypothetical, they're not going to have, I have it all. All the power is in and on me. The power is my legs. It's not, they don't have it yet. Whoever it is, they don't have it yet. They don't have it yet. They don't have it yet. I can't have it either. I momentarily get to have it to help Charlie Kirk get to the other side of life. I momentarily get to have it. Momentarily. And that's just to save his soul. I don't know who he is or what he is, but I'm not just going to watch some, like, I'm going to get him to the other side of things. I'm going to get him to the other side of things. And his wife or whatever, I don't know. I'm just going to help them because I feel the need to. It's not something that you can request. It's not something you can pay me to do. It's just people that are in my soul group that I resonate with, and I feel like I can help them, I will. And if I can't and I don't feel any connection to you, I won't connect to you. It's very simple. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And the Star. In Damien Eccles' video, he says, when you see a man walking around town with a large jug or a large pot of water, and he invites you into his house, go with him. Because it's not about continuing the timeline, it's not about continuing the legacy of what is and what will be, but it's about stopping it. It's about finding the traumas that are in the timeline and healing them and putting the power back into everyone else. It's not about one person having the power, it's about everybody. And there's no need to glorify or to uplift this, mythical being of whoever. It's not necessary. I'm no different than you and them, and we all have the things that make us special and the things that we need to work on. And I think that you need to take your souls back. And you don't have to, there's nothing crazy or you just have to just take responsibility of your life. Don't give your life to somebody. Don't give your life to Jesus. He doesn't want it. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it's not my responsibility. It's not his responsibility. It's your responsibility. But it's burdensome. You have to learn to carry your own weight. And stop expecting some, figment of your imagination to do it for you. Because it's not possible. You have to do it yourself. What's the 14th tarot trump? Oh no. That's the 5 of Pentacles. And most of the time in this card, you can see that the ice is melted. And I think that that's going to be a pretty good representation of what's going to happen once Neptune moves into the tropical sign of Aries. Do I have the Book of Thoth next to me? I might. If I do, I'll read you guys what that card means. Maybe not. Let's read this from this book just because it's right on top. I'll read a little passage from this book. I thought I marked this with my blood. Where is it at? Oh. I've already read this part before to you guys somewhere on my channel. If you watch my videos, you might be able to find it. I guess we'll read about this. The fixed mercury. I have written at some length about the motif of the Messiah as expressed in Christian literature. This is the imago that is predominant in the consciousness of the Western man. It may be safely said that the average person on the street is totally unaware of the subtleties embodied in this figure. Nor is it common knowledge that the Christ image appears in various guises outside the Judeo-Christian literature, that Christian mystics, such as the alchemists, among others, identify Christ with a host of attributes thoroughly non-Christian. The character of the Messiah as the anointed one says there's a little 30, and it's Christ written in Greek. Christ, literally, anointed one. Less than to consecrate, written in Greek, i.e. anoint with oil, from which, written in Greek, endowment, i.e. chrism, likewise in Hebrew, written in Hebrew, it says in Hebrew, and then the word anointed, written in Hebrew, less than Messiah to consecrate, written in Hebrew, i.e. anoint with oil. God with us, 31, Hebrew, written in Hebrew. We have, I don't remember what it is, I'd have to look. God with us, given as Emmanuel, written in Greek, in Matthew chapter 1, verse 23. Is a universal archetype that is recognizable despite the many faces and diverse names that accompany his appearance throughout history. The Christ of Christianity has itself degenerated into a figure scarcely identifiable and unquestionably shorn of all claims for divinity due to the refusal of Christians to accept that the imago Dei as a symbol of spiritual wholeness, encompassing the dark as well as the light. However, as Horace said, you may drive out nature with a pitchfork, but she will always return. 32. Natrum expellis fruca tamen usque recurrit. It is therefore not surprising that the archetype of the Christ consistently reemerges throughout the last 20 centuries, wearing his pagan garment, proclaiming his universal attributes, and trying to claim his rightful place. In the literature of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, an astral vision entitled The Vision of the Universal Mercury, 33, Regarde the Golden Dawn, 5th ED PP 476 through 478. Damien Eccles recommended that book, The Golden Dawn by Israel Regarde. It's like $40 on Amazon, but it's like $40 on Amazon, I think. Where was that? In the literature of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, an astral vision entitled The Vision of the Universal Mercury recounts the appearance of God with a form like unto Mercury of the Greeks, who cried aloud and said, I am Hermes, Mercurius, the son of God. This figure also carried a scroll, upon which the written Lumen est Deo, lux in hemine factum. The light is in the God, the light hath been made unto man. The vision ends with the following Latin phrases: Christius de Christo, the Christ from the Christ, Mercurius de Mercurio, the Mercury from the Mercury, per viam crucis, through the path of the cross, per vitam lux, through the life of the light, duis te adjubitur, God shall be thy help. These final phrases, in the form of evocation, were clues to fixing the volatile, distilling and transmuting the fleeting image of Mercury into a constant, i.e. conscious, Mercury. I was just thinking about how I needed to look up these phrases in gematria. We'll do it in a second. Where's my tablet? It's on the charger. Give me a moment. These final phrases in the form of invocation were clues to fixing the volatile, distilling and transmitting the fleeting image of Mercury into the constant, i.e. conscious, Mercury. Christius de Christo and Mercurius de Mercurio formulated an instruction to extract the true Christ from the common Christ, the fixed Mercury from the volatile Mercury via the regimen of Saturn, the path of the cross. And it shows you here on the Tree of Life how to do that. In the LVX, i.e. LVX equals 65. 34. The Latin invocation mentioned in Opus 2 of the Paris working, Crowley claimed never to have understood its meaning. Despite the utterly unambiguous self-identification of Mercury as the Son of God and direct reference to the Christ, the adept who recorded the vision of the universal Mercury did not notice the equivalence or was deliberately silent on the matter. It is possible, but not probable, that the conscious connection was not made. This document in Crowley's possession and studied by him long before the reception of Liber 415, the Paris working, 35, where are distinct echoes in the vision of the universal Mercury in Crowley's vision of the 29th Ethyr, which reads Lux in Luce, Christius in Crus, Dio Deus Sepeternal, okay, this, something about Bring Me the Horizon. They have a song about that. I can't remember what it's called. However, Crowley adds these words are probably inaccurate and incomplete. Crowley specifically mentions the vision of the universal Mercury immediately before he writes, "This is absolutely new to me, this conception of Mercury, of Christ as and Mercury." 36. Crowley, The Paris Working, Opus 2, Equinox IV2, P1 or 359. If we were to take him at his word, it seems like Frater SRMD SL Mathers. He did not admit the message of the God consciously until Opus 2 of the Paris Working brought it to conscious. In the beginning was the Word, the Logos, who is Mercury. So this is a passage from Opus 2 of the Paris Working. So it's brought it to consciousness. So this is what he wrote in that book about the universal Mercury in his conception of Christ and Mercury. In the beginning was the Word, the Logos, who is Mercury, and therefore to be identified with Christ. Both are messengers, their birth mysteries are familiar, the pranks of their childhood are similar. In the vision of the universal Mercury, Hermes is seen as descending upon the sea, which refers to Maria. The crucifixion represents the caduceus, the two thieves, and the two serpents. The cliff in the vision and the universal Mercury is Golgotha. Maria is simply Maya with the solar R in her womb. Compare Christ's descent into hell with the function of Hermes as guide of the dead. Also, Hermes leading up Eurydice and Christ raising up Jairus' daughter. Christ is said to have been risen on the third day because it takes 3 days for the planet Mercury to become visible after separating from the orb of the sun. Note as Christ, the healer, and also his own expressions. The Son of Man cometh as a thief in the night. And also this scripture, for as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Note also Christ's relation with the money changers, his frequent parables, and the fact that his first disciple was a publican. Okay. A publican. Not a Republican, but a publican. Did I miss the number? Oh no, it's at the end. Note also Mercury as the deliverer of Prometheus. One half of the fish symbol is also common to the Christ. And Mercury. Fish are sacred to Mercury. Many of Christ's disciples were fishermen, and he was also doing miracles in connection with fish. Note also Christ as a mediator. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. And Mercury as Hokmah, through whom alone we can approach Kether. 37, I bid PP 159 through 360. This vision of the practical example of the the vision of the practical example of the instruction Christius de Christo, the subsequent instruction Mercurius de Mercurio, is provided in an excerpt from Perdubio's vision of the sixth Aether, which clearly identifies the star with the universal Mercury and thus Christ. Above me appears the starry heaven of night, with one star greater than all the others. It is a star of 8 rays. I recognize the star in the 7th key of the tarot as the star of Mercury. And the light it cometh from the path of Aleph and the letter Keth. It is also involved in the interpretation of the star, and the paths of Hay and Vow are the separations which the star unites. It is like unto a vision of the universal Mercury, but this fixed Mercury, the Hay and the Vow, are perfected sulfur and salt. Perdurabo, is that how you say that? I don't know. Received his vision prior to the revelation that the star has properly attributed to Hay rather than Tsidi. Thus, the expression of the final sentence. Now we understand that He is the fixed Mercury, while Tzidi, the emperor, and Vau, the Hierophant, are the perfected sulfur and salt. The urn of the Magus is eventually formed from the fixed Mercury. Furthermore, the fixed Mercury has become the path of joining Tippereth with Hokmah. One of the three paths transmitting the influence of the supernals to the center of the human experience. In the Aeon of the Father, the symbolism of the Messiah was attributed to the path of uniting Netzach and Yesod, the natural tendency to degenerate into the sloppy sentimentality and illusion of typical age of grace. It becomes clear that the message and the function of the Messianic symbolism has undergone the transformation with the advent of the Aeon and the Child. Therein, we also begin to postulate the purpose and function of the Messiah in this Aeon with extreme caution. Unveil the identity of that Messiah. Fluidic fire. Maybe we'll stop there. Let's look and see how long it is. It looks like it's pretty long. Yeah, this goes pretty deeply into some stuff that I don't necessarily have so much time to get into today. But yeah, let's look up the gematria for these symbols here. I will be right back. I have to grab my my tablet. Just a moment. Where is it at? It's here. I found it. Wow, Jupiter and Saturn's distinct polar clouds could reveal what hides within. This was just like, I don't know why this was up on my page. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, it's here. I think that's on Saturn. Or is that Saturn? No, it's on Jupiter. Maybe not. I can't remember. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. That's almost okay. Let's look here. We're gonna go here to gematria. Oh, she's wearing green. How lovely. And we'll look here at Christios. Is that how you spell it? Christios. D. Crystal. Calculate. And it's looking like the number is 938 in Hebrew. In English, it's 1362, and simplified, it's 227. It is not in the database. I will add it. It says governing wheel, the rise of the phoenix. I glorify God's name, MK, convergence. We have DNLDJTRMP. There's a lot of Donald Trump's names that come up into a lot of the different things that I put up. We do definitely look in this website. I think his name is Mark Allen King or something. Mark Allen King, reading the book incorrect. Okay, reading the book incorrect. That's the year I was born. Interesting. This is all the Hebrew equivalents. Waffle. Incongruity. Mind control, gone too far. Fact, age. Honor, tie, on, father and mother, Abba, 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 A. October trolling, flagged as spam. Code be solved. Blessed means consecrated in blood. The English equivalence, which is 1362, simplified to 227. The number of the soul. Antichrist calculator. Angels are protecting me. The return of Christ. Who is Quetzalcoatl? The first twin flames. Family is everything. Second coming calculator. It had to be done this way. Unconstitutional. You are my special angel, goddess of everything. Every breath you take. New Orleans, Louisiana. My blood is on my hands. God is all the ego I have left. Arrested tomorrow. Thomas Matthew Crooks. I've never heard that name before. Maybe not. You are going to heaven. To him whom it belongs. Dominem solventibus. Matrix Organization. September 16th. David Mayer D. Rothschild. Merovingian birthmark. Surrender Dorothy. December 31st. It is done. It is down right now. Alphanumeric calculator. Anyways, there's 51 pages and 369 pages of English for that first one. And now we're going to look at it, what it means in English, which is the Christ from the Christ. And it's looking like it's 972, 1632, and 272 for the equivalents. And in Hebrew, which is 972, we're looking at George Bergoglio, Jorge, or Jorge. Okay, Bowel, 44, Mark King, A Foolish Man, Stop It, K God. Okay, Blow, 1414, I'm Losing My Shirt, Alpha Numerology, Blue Moon Trumpet, Stupidity, First to be Raptured, Approval, Command, Senal, Pace, Not Seaplanus, I don't know what the fuck that means, Shiver, Disembodied Consciousness, The Theocratic Monarchy, Overboard, Born Tuesday, Heaven's God Code, Voiceless, Serpent Symbol, Coincidence, The Hidden, Gematria Code of Lord, Tough Guy, 44. Okay, I did not rate my son. My dad's a very good man. Does he love me? My father? Oh, I don't know why I'm saying that, but like, at least my dad, he was a very good man. I would have been nothing without him. My mom didn't want me. biocryptoman@gmail.com. bitcryptoman. Okay. I don't know why that has 9,000 searches. That's crazy. The Matrix and the Purple Beast. Shift out of false reality. Enter the kingdom of Duviri. Passion of Petroleum. Birthright of the God Soul Code. A door meant only for you. Allah, 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 Allah. So 8 Allahs. Metatron Tetragrammaton. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 8 ones. Barack Obama, CERN defeated. I do, I did, I'm done. Almighty work complete. Final mystery revealed. 2022. The reincarnation of Christ. Become who you are destined to be. Apollyon, the disaster. Synchromantization. What? Excellent qualities in mind. Surely I am the one, and she is the sea. Women are nefarious demons. He comes in the name of his Father. Jesus Christ's second coming. Living the Holy Shabbat. The origin of O negative blood. And Proud Boys Seaman Ritual. In the sun, in the moon. The Holy Living Shabbat. I already said that one. Okay, I think New Jerusalem, XRP, Estes. Okay, I think that's what we got here. There's a whole bunch of, there's 50 pages, and then there's 336 pages of English. So, what was that said? Voiceless. Decode the Succubus. Missed that one. This is just the very first page though. So did I add it? Yeah, I did. Let's look and see. How long has this been? It's been kind of long, but we have Mercurius. MERCURIUS. Mercurio. Is that right? I think so. Calculate it. And it's looking like the numbers is going to be 1163 Hebrew, 1428, and then 238 for simple. See Cabal Eviction Notice K. Her ending in a evil plot. Super mathematically. I never stopping him. Remove bondage K God. Brandon is a living God. That's the name of the boy that raped me when I was a kid. Project Bluebeam, that's Damien Eccles' father's name. 888 Project Bluebeam. Okay. What is it? Joe Hutchison. Okay. Never call her the bad name. Satan's exact coordinates. I've been on this page before. Sky full of stars. I am real royal family. But this is probably different than it was before. How to get rid of Nibiru. Taylor Allison Swift. He is holy eternity. Stop using the space bar. Kill all child sex abusers. Welcome to the Earth series. The rules are I die, you die. Phoenix loves Jesus. I am the light of the world, soon to be seen by spirit. A reptilian shapeshifter. March 24th. Welcome to, Holy Spirit birthday. What does 911 mean? This is the last chance, Eric. Patriots in control. God is a member of Starfleet. Okay. Project Bluebeam is an 888 code though. So that's a really significant number. We also have a lot of 888s in accordance with this number, as well as that's the year I was born. Understand, I'm digging plots for Cabal. That's 1776 is also another number on here. We have 1176 is another one. So if you look at the English equivalents for what is the equivalence for the Hebrew, there's definitely patterns in those numbers in regards to what is equal to other things. So you can play with that yourself if you'd like to. We have per, P-E-R, V-I-A-M, and crew, oh, he's a crew, Krugus. Is that right? 1270, 942, and then 157. And it's looking like we have cymatic experiments, geometry with a J, a room God provides, Toy Story, Backshots Valentina, No Lacking of Knowledge, St. Andrew, Am not disapproving. Bride loves me most. The Holy Son of God into the queue. 00. Vaccination cross. Vaccination across. Be host of living God. The holy digits of moon kiss. Richard Charles Johnson. Heavy metal. I fall on sword. God, please come by my side. Woman chases IILK. Okay. Soulmate to Mary Magdalene. LAM is an unending love. Operation Royal Flush. Pahuska. I don't know. Looks like for English we have the United States. It says United States. The Simpsons. Muhammad bin Salam. Mohammed, not M-O. Oh, excuse me. Who's that? Okay. 127. Richard Harry Bain. Happy New Year. The Royal Lineage. Mississippi 64. Big announcement. The stage is set. Strawberries. Where's Francis? Death by Numbers. RH negative blood. Tesla Time Machine, November 11, Discertification, 217, Jesus is Satan, Eyes of the Lord, Silver Bullet, January 10th, Toy Story, Consumption, Laugh Out Loud, God Bless the USA, The Biblical Messiah, Harley Davidson, Thomas Crooks, the United States, didn't say that, it's just United States. April 18th, Storm Oswald, Stromus Fall, okay. Michael Robinson, We Are the World, Mari Emmanuel, 108, The Draco's Cower, Spirit of Enoch, Disillusion, The Horror Show, Conjunctions, and Microplastics. Forbid numbering. I'm just reading the first page. There's other pages. Mercury from the Mercury. This is taking a long time, sorry. It looks like this is 1988 or 1988 in Hebrew, 1944, and 324 added to the database. And then we have Matthew Matunga Musabai. C, all I've wanted is peace, G. Having the final word. Be power of God, JCS name. I admit what I've done, K. See, I admit what I've done, K. Cabal, be leery and weary, K. Decode twins split at birth, R. I hold an interview. Are no Jewish people. James Leonard Wingate is given his new name. I, God, being brave as wolf. She is having new name. Abused, not deserved, JC. Jesus events begin. Wolf 359. He 17. Jesus. Johnny R. Raheu R. Under Armour Jesus Messiah. Given her the new name. I love the truth, JC. Wow in red. Doja Cat, I trust you. Suffix Wood, the spiral. Doja Cat is born the same day as somebody I know named, he has a YouTube channel, it's Universal Mastery. He's actually a pretty cool person. He's October 21st. He's very smart actually. I actually do, his name's Jeremiah James Schwartz. Very cool person. Floyd Murder was a hit. When I first found his page, he was definitely going through some darker times, but he's really turned around and he's really doing a lot better now. Not that dark times is bad things. Master Moira, the Composite Man, Decode someone's waiting for you. Alexander 4444. Do not worry about anything. Friend of Gary, the numbers guy. She is being called evil incorrectly. People would need time to believe it. Everything happens for a reason. Harmless as a dove, as wise as a dove. Find the source of all life, the event. Type O negative, death in the family. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. A. I am ready to fulfill my destiny. Always, 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 always. Brandon Burns, Satanists in Hell. The sun in the egg came before the shell. There is no joy in obligation. My wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. The serpent of the tribe of Reuben. Jesus is our ace up, is our ace up our sleeve. Jesus is our ace up our sleeve. Are you done acting like an idiot now? Destiny is calling, answer it, duh. God is possessive of his daughter. What are bringing the new 5 earth in? 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I'll take pain, give me the truth. I heard Michelle Obama really does have a dick. Tony Robbins failed his mission. The gray Pope Longstocking. Let them go free right fucking now. As a child of the one who molested you, are you ready to take back control? Her story is from fairy tales. Catholicism forbids Freemasonry. Number of a man, Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Dragon Satan is his adversary. Ancient mind control techniques. The reign of the compassionate one. Mean Hertz ist mit der Verbuden. Der Verbuden. We go der Verbuden. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, we're almost done though, I think, right? I don't want to do the Bible, is it? Okay. This is going to take way too long. I don't have time to do all this, guys. What was this from? Damn, I haven't done hardly any of them. I thought I just did this other one. Wait, what's going on? Did we look up the same thing twice? Wait, did I look up the same thing twice? I don't think I did. I have to stop. I can't do any more, guys. It's too long of a video. I'm going to die. Through the path of the cross. Okay. Listen, I gotta go. Wait, see. Through the path of the cross. Not the cruise, the cross. 12:17, 18:18 in English, and 3:03. We have Jesus Gospel, the Gospel of Jesus Christ. The reproving angel, Chinese government. Heavens, one opened it. Vessel for God, bride, not enemy of my God. Gotten a lot done, Jen. Modular synthesis. I, Jesus, looking like, is an unbearable tyrant. I, covenant of marriage, hear loud and clear, K, Jen. Same thing as God love, she's still living, is divine lesson of, serpents manipulate language. There are doofus spots on Mars. Mark Elliott Zuckerberg brings no harm to JM. Omni Psychology. Sahip, S.A. Hip, David Nathaniel Bridge. He full of evil, Pride K. Meredith loves God. Don't pre-plan codes, JC. Putem, P-U-T-E-M, Excessum, what? I reveal the lies to K. I am an overcomer of death. Opposing the devil. Is alive, has emotion. Click here to contact your angel. Promises made, promises kept. The man that holds the key of David. bitcryptoman@gmail.com. Didn't we just see this one? Yeshua is jealous for his bride. I control your thoughts. Love so deep, love so beautiful. Something big is about to drop. Uniqueness quantification, the binary code number system. The 25 agencies of NNI. He who has the key to the heavens. Artificial intelligence isn't God, L. Not EL, just one like L. Holy Goddess of Eternal Heavens. Go to Clock Numerology Channel. The Holy Bride of Jesus Christ. Trump is the old father of hope. I want to go home where I can create. 6066. Please take off the head of the snake. Holy Goddess of Eternal Heavens. Decode royal couple Jesus and Jean. What is Matrix computer code? Beyonce, I surrender my love, K. Icarus born on wings of steel. Matrix neural network dream. Everything in its right place. The power of God protects him. Somebody that I used to know. Anti-meridian and post-meridian PM. Anti-meridian AM, post-meridian PM. So something about time, anti-meridian. Is that what that means? That might be what that means, actually. That makes sense. Electricity, magnetism, male, female. They can't hide in the dark anymore. And it's 12/17/1818. We have another Rothschild name here as well. And we have Pervitam. Is it EM? No, it's AM. LUX. This is 1505966, simple 161. And the word is Jew. Am knowing because K. Iowa State football. Witchery. Field mask lawsuit K. Sam Worthington. Embossed with a tool. Woman is president. Makes wish on star. A narrative truth. Lucifer against Judaism. Every single time. 7 trumpets. July 1st. Who me Mark lied about. A Minnesota Twins. I fruit excellent JC. I have to keep reading these, dude. I don't care. Trump dynasty. A piece of my spirit. You do you, Arlene. He can hear everything. BA Crown of Thorns. They say I'm toxic. Here we are going gaga goo goo gaga goo ga 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 goo ga 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 goo ga ga. Okay. What? After start treaty bride taken every single time. I do not want to do God. She doesn't deny God. JC. Versus viruses riots B. Okay. F speed up healing Jesus. Being foolish to bet against Yeshua. The pillow of cloud. Walking through dream. K. Apple of father's eye. JC. Code C. AE. Can't stop now. Brad Garlinghouse. Prosperity. This is for English. Edward X. Young. Soul contract. Heaven made me for God. TUVWXYZ. TUVWXYNZ. No and, just Z. Decode all is revealed. Subordination. True story. 11th month. Done in 30. Old Facebook sign-in. What is gooning? Wolfa Norwich. Trillionaires. Phoenix Rises. August 1st. Happy Halloween. Yellow Jackets. Trust no one. Jesus birthday. Terrorists. Indestructible. Mission Command. Phytoceramides. 864. Denver Nuggets. 101. The Wizard Liz. Kef, last verse, Von. 5 of Swords, symbol of love. Rule the world, November 10th, facial recognition, Heartstopper, human trafficking, Tatiana Yvonne, ex Potius WGP, Flip the Script, Ruby Tuesday, Roller Coaster, Vincent Van Gogh, Holiest Number, John D. Rockefeller, Where Do You Go, and Hecate's Fountain. Fuck me, dude, this is annoying. Okay. Through the light of the light. Through the life of the light. Okay. Through the light of the light. I put an N in there on accident. Through the light of the... Wait, is it through the light? Through the life of the light. It doesn't matter. Life of the light just does not... I'm putting it in there properly though. And here we have 919 in Hebrew, 1632 and 272. Oh my fucking god. Stormy Daniels, Hawk, The Tale of Mary Magdalene, Activate, Moldavite, The Perfect Storm is Here, Abusing Trust, Column of Matrix, Tequila Sunrise, Vince Macamon, The Phoenix is Rising, Stanley Cup, Illusionary, Dominio of Expression. Dominio? I don't know how to say that. Okay, Ivette, Latitude and Longitude. 1091, 1910. Pivot. Okay, my fucking god. Small Vagina. Great. Oh my gosh. February 10th, United States dollar. Love Light, Juggler, Shroomjack. What? English Americans are master race. Super Dry, Love Light. Biblical Antichrist. Google Ankh symbolism. Think as Romans think, LOL. I looking for apology. Simply the best. Is a liar that has a retarded plan. Harry Morton. He keeps putting this at the top of all of these. Unless this was the same. Oh, we've looked up. This is the same geometric code as one of the other ones as well. 272. I don't remember which one it was. I think we've gotten 272 for multiple of them. But the Hebrew is different. And obviously you're going to want to look to Hebrew because gematria is a Hebrew code. And then when you have the actual word, the number, it's going to kind of tell you what Sephiroth you can go, and then you have to get the actual Hebrew letters, and it will tell you what paths that you need to take in order to invoke the word entirely. I don't have time for that right now. I actually have to do things in my life. I have to go to work in a second. I didn't think it was going to take so long. AD... J-U-T A-B-I T-U-R. Okay, we have 1701, 1206, and 201. Always be a song in me. Oh, yeah. CB, eliminate negative, J, JC. MAK, owed the apology. 1004. You're so clever, babe G. C, be given me the evidence. Be delivered into GJC hand. Cabal, making you believe I died, J. I am teaching her, and she is learning well. Jennifer giving time, G forgiving a Jennifer. A devil is afraid of her, K, JC. Janice Howard, vaginas are so ugly. Well, that's you. David comes in my ass. Great. What the fuck is happening, dude? What is it's in between a fucking German word? I'm not going to read out loud because I don't know how to read that. What is happening? Okay, I'm open. Oh, God. Fuck, that's so disgusting and gross. I gotta go. I really don't want to do this. These are all like the same numbers. but just different ones on the English. But this isn't. I don't know. Narcissistic personality disorder. Be forgiving, A. Jennifer. Stellis Fertro Saxum. Speaks to you, Jen. Know my father, God K. You found me, Jen M. Owing a real apology. Jesus returns as M. I, God, JC, given blessin'. Struska D. Miro Wing. I hone the Lord Jesus Christ. CrowdStrike update. Tiffany Monique Davila. Who stole the soul? Ominous says JAO. I have the same name and face, JC. CAE labeled as strange JCKAJ. Be hearing inner voice, JC. Citri Serva. Wait, I don't know how to say that. CREVE. So I don't know how to say that. He a deserve coupless as her lit did. What the fuck are you talking about? Yesterday was a good day. Who financed the Holocaust? Blake Anthony Lewis. Court of Crystal. You are hidden. Son AJ. Third Ayers see fallaciously. The creek of Lord Jesus Christ. Jen speaks to you. Ike Whitten have returned. And then we have this, which I believe we already read these. Maybe not. This one actually might be different. We have Jorge Mario Bergoglio. I think we had that name come up, but in a different... It seems familiar. William Henry Gates. Have we read this one? Dragon. God is fire. Dragon encoded. Carpinus Betulus. See why I was chosen. Do my eyebrows look too dark? A little dark. Okay. I'm not done doing. Oh, I'm getting ready. I was actually a Brittany Jane Spears. I have to go see why I was chosen. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm claiming my kingdom. Euros to Fano Mart. Last Phoenix Star. Decode Donald Trump code. Order of Illuminati. Is April Fool's Day. Decode remote viewing. I am the angel of earth. Synchronicities. Busy, busy, busy. November 20. We are nation in decline. Jupiter's moon. JEU. PITER's Jupiter's. Mrs. Jesus Christ. The proper party. Jesus is our Redeemer. Knowledge is power. The first metahuman. Don't stop believing. Ozzy Osbourne. Antonio Guterres. I don't know. I've heard that before, so I'm not saying it right though. Keys to the Kingdom. West Side Story. Her Holy Husband Home. MSM is coded in Gematria. Story for the Ages. Michael Jackson is alive. Some German word. I don't know how to say that. Oh, I don't know. Heliofant. I pet goat 1-1. Or I. Heliofant. But it's meant to be like, I think like a line to like block it. Pet goat I. Okay. Establishing contact. Figure it out yet? Classified documents. Daniel Scrivanio Jr. is Q. Titilant visum. Titilant. That's a cool word. Are we done? God shall be thy help. 808 1074 179. We have Shiva. Authoritarianism. Massachusetts. Sign in the sky. Ends curse be on earth. Is false accusations. Her face God for his lying. Friend du Duplat. I being super smart. In heaven. I torturing the cabal. Lie of denying the bride. The DNA of Soul Christ is keeper of truth. Code of us conduct. Learn the truth of God. Tizipora. Existentialism. Tenet. Occultist deleted. Rufa stent Legentai. Gebertas. I don't fucking know, dude. Tune into the God, finding the light in eyes. Seed of Satan punished. Real God testing us. Tell the truth. He is denying I'm God of bride. He's a ceasing of his lying. Super C fashionabam. I don't fucking know. Accusations is false. On righteous plan. On righteous path. Stand for the U.S. flag. See the trumpet of God. Tulip hummingbird. The tree bears fruit mac. Zugriff. Laxibus caparent. What the fuck is this? Told him his truth. CB measured message K. His lie be found out K. I do not upset bride. Long time married couple. Tefelus brute. Understanding a heart. Father fair fight for fun. A request not denied. Douchland ticket. Douchland. Oh God. Elon Musk real name. Any questions? Spirit of water. World currency. Constitution. Electromagnetism. The serpent bearer. Righteous. Stranger things. Spirituality. Son of perdition. Don't hug me. I'm scared. Ubuntu Linux. Kanye. Omari West, The Wrath of Satan, God Has Chosen You, Rolling Stones, Manchester United, Social Security, Stun the World, Psalmset, Belanoff, Sumerian Tablets, December 16th, The Perfect Number, XENOS, so Xenos, Stranger, Liberty Mutual, Polymorphism, Retirement Now, 1444, that's a good one, Retirement Now, JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Okay, I have to go. Operation Sandman, Song of Solomon. There we go. 877 cash now. That's what I just said. Okay. Jesus Christ is even silence has an end. That one's 1111. Exo Communication. Manchester United. Venus Flytrap. Sign in the Heavens, or Sing in the Heavens could be the same thing. Boston Protocol. Counts Germain. Existentialism, the New Jerusalem, the Goddess Lakshmi, Queen of Atlantis, the Holy Bible is a code, Prodigy of Sion, S-I-O-N, October 18th, Mary Todd Lincoln, 723, and I am 666. And that was the last one, so I have to head out of here now. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day, and that you do your things, and I will see you later. This is really long. Bye.